What's up out there? Welcome back to some more Melvor Idle Adventure mode, and we are on episode 22. So, in the last video, I think I was wrapping up some certain things, and I started pushing into doing township tasks. And that's kind of where I'm at now. Problem is, a lot of these tasks take a lot of time, or I don't have the materials. So, I was looking at not necessarily the best way to proceed forward, most efficient or anything like that, but I tried looking at things that I could do that would push the character forward a little bit in such a way that it would just do a bunch of things at once. And like, for instance, like I could push into herblore, not necessarily getting 120 on herblore, but I need the, where are we at here? The melee strength or something like that. I need dragon bones. So I need stuff like that. If I wanted to do, say, crafting, I could do the elderwood bodies and stuff like that. But ultimately, I could use the dragon hide and stuff like that. If I have a dragon hide stockpile, I can use these to build up. Now, the hardwood stuff's much better, but it takes a lot more time to get. And I also need to work on, like, I could go into wood cutting forever on it, I guess. But, the hardwood stuff gives a lot better XP, so I should probably be focusing on that. But what got me to here is backing up just a second. So I did some mining and I got the Zephite gems. I needed some of those. So I focused in on like the Eurecha gem veins and the meteorite things. And then I had the, what do we get here? The one, this mole fox synergy where you get a chance to get quality superior gems. I was really only after the Zephite gems. So I spent as much time as it took to get those. Then I completed that township task. And right now I have 85. I think I need 95 for the full deal. To get this, I need 95 township tasks to buy these tokens. So I need to get 10 more township tasks done. And like I was saying earlier, I was trying to look at what would get me the most things done at once. Rather than, I'm not trying to drive forward and do one task at a time and complete it. I'm trying to do a bunch of things at once. Probably not the best way to do this, but I thought combat would be a good way to go. So I did the mining. Then I went into smithing meteorite bars to get another township task done. That was a real low-hanging fruit, so I got that one done. And I can't remember if I hit 120 or if I was 120. I don't remember. Probably not a good indicator, but I could see what I have. I do have the superior smithing cape, so maybe I was already 120. I'm not sure. But I did a bunch of meteorite bars, got that done, which then opened up I don't want to say opened up, but it gave me the ability to start working on crafting. So I went into hardwood armor. I had a ton of elderwood stuff. So I burned through a bunch of elderwood stuff, got that done. I think I burned out my Revenant van braces or Revenant logs also. So I dipped over into large urns, which I don't have the magic to use yet. I can't actually do anything with these, but I started messing around with that. Then I went into wood cutting. And this is where I kind of got lost because I started doing some wood cutting in here. I can't remember what level I was on, but I wasn't high enough to do Revenant yet, or maybe I was. I can't remember exactly now, but I know I had to do Elderwood for a while. I think I unlocked Revenant, and I think I unlocked Mystic Tree. I'm not really sure where I was at, but I started doing a lot of Elderwood and Revenant trees. And I let that go for a little while, and I was like, this is kind of boring. I kind of wanted to do something different, shake it up a little bit. I started looking at my township tasks here, like it's basically beating Eris and Galatia, stuff like that. These are ones that I need to push forward anyway. And then Terran and Ragnar and stuff like that, going into the Infernal Stronghold. Like these are all Slayer tasks down here. I looked at this and I started seeing all the combat stuff. Max skill cape, which we can work for that. The Fury of the Elemental Zodiacs, I need to work on that, getting these essence and all that kind of stuff. The Catals and the Umboras and things like that. Like these are all combat related. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to dip back into combat. There are some things I could do like javelins and stuff like that. The rune crafting and all. That's going to take a while though, because rune crafting, I have a long way to go before I can actually use any of these. So I thought I'll go back into combat for a little bit. And that's kind of what I've done. I retooled everything up for combat. I've readjusted all my agility stuff all the way down. And one of the things that I was trying to do is get the elite pillar of combat unlocked or conflict unlocked. And I got my 3 million Slayer coin and totally forgot that I was trying to do this and unlocked the map of the Unhallowed Wasteland. So I can go in here now. Okay, cool. All the Slayer areas are unlocked. I think this is what I'm going to work on for the moment. And that is kind of where we're at. I did go into the Air God and Earth God for a little bit. I got, let's see, in the Earth God, I think I got the plate legs, boots, and helmet because I now have the helmet unlocked. In the Water God, Air God. Why did I do the Air God? Oh, I was doing the Air God for the Township task. So if I go over here and going hard, I now have 100 clears on that. I got quite a few of those done. I didn't want to let it run overnight. I just let it run for a little while, and then I started doing Slayer tasks. Then I retooled everything for Slayer coin down in agility. So that's kind of what I'm working on now. I've been letting it run on, say, hard tasks or something overnight, and then normal or hard, whichever ones, and then coming back and doing something else. I've only been doing this today and yesterday. Today's Sunday. Friday, I was working on the dungeons and stuff like that. I got a few clears, and I already had all my Eris gear, but I did get, what did we get over here? I think I got the plate legs for the magic side. So the only thing I have left is to finish the robes out, and the same thing here, basically the chest piece for both. So both of the magic and melee. I did get the Eris God Sword, so if I wanted to try that thing out, I could. No damage reduction, though, unfortunately. I need the one from the Earth God to have damage reduction, and then we can start tinkering around with stuff. But with all of the things that we have now at our disposal, I have been tinkering around. Obviously, I'm running some new expansion rings and amulets. I'm also running the updated Township item here. The Slayer Harvest Scroll, percentage of lifesteal goes as Slayer coins, so that's helping out a little bit. The Palladium Onyx necklace, killing a melee Slayer task enemy grants Slayer coin equal to enemy combat level, so that helps out a little bit there too. And I'm using this one to add max hit to minimum hit. So that's kind of where I'm at. I really need to start focusing on getting the Fury of the Elemental Zodiacs because I think that's an elite task here. If you get enough of these, you get one Fury of the Elemental Zodiac, some Amulets of Torture and Fury, you're going to get 4 of these things in return, which is phenomenal. That's a great trade. Once you get the first one, you basically grind out these other 2 and you've got enough for every class. So I want to start working on that. I just haven't got there yet. It's going to take a lot of grind, and I kind of wanted to do this Slayer stuff. Slayer skill of 99. This is where I started running into issues. Agility. So if I wanted to pick certain of these agility obstacles, I should say, I need to have my skills at like 115, 120, something like that. So I think like 11 here. If I wanted to put this Slayer coin one on, I need to have at least level 100 Slayer. So that's kind of why I'm starting to work on the Slayer side of things, because I need this built up in order to grab this. And this would give more Slayer coin, more Slayer negation, things like that. I don't remember if there's anything on this one that needs it. Don't think so. But again, I mean, a lot of these have something that requires some skill that I don't have leveled up yet. Here's another one. Another 15% Slayer negation, 10% Slayer coin at level 110. So I started having to work on the combat stuff and raise that up. And maybe this is where I sit for a little while. What I was trying to do with the Township skills or Township tasks was to unlock the skilling suit token upgrades. So once you buy all of these skilling suit pieces, you can buy 4 of these tokens and upgrade the whole thing, the helmet, the boots, the pants, and the body part. You can upgrade all of them into one skilling suit that gives you 8% XP and 8% mastery for all skills, whether they have one of these suits or not. So that's kind of what I was pushing for. But now that I'm in combat, I don't really need that skilling suit at the moment. It would be great to finish off all these other skills, but I don't really need it at the moment. So I might just stick with combat for a little while, get the ability to get some of my pillars up and or obstacles and agility leveled up to where I want them, because there's a lot of stuff sitting on something I don't want, like an agility obstacle or something. I don't really care about it at the moment. I would rather have the more combat focused ones, but I don't know. We're getting there. So that's kind of where we are. And I think I'm going to look at doing more combat for a while now. I might run out of health, but I have been going into Township and going to the trader and just buying food boxes. So then I get, another 1,000 cave fish or 1,500 cave fish or whatever. So I've been doing that. I've been kind of buying like the Hinder Scrolls and stuff like that. Although I've got a massive pile that I'll probably never go through. So I don't know. That's what I've been working on, and that's where I've been at. I think we are on with Slayer. 14 more of these. I could go into the master ones. I don't think I can get legendary or mythical at all yet. I think those are going to be, that's all expansion. Yeah, see, there's master. So not going to be able to do any of those tasks. We're up to only can do up to master. I didn't think they'd refactored anything with the expansion, but so only going to be able to do up to master, and that is what I am working on right now. So we'll get to this. I could switch over and start doing these tasks, but my gear kind of sucks. I'd really like to get this upgrade in place or kill other stuff. The other thing I'd point out is I have not tried the semi-auto Slayer because you have to leave this thing on. So I just go get a task and I don't know. I could use this thing. This is pretty cool. It looks really cool. Like you can skip monsters, you can extend tasks, blah, blah, blah. Basically, I think all you do is select which monster you want it to attack, and then it will switch between them automatically. So if you wanted to fight certain ones but skip others, like I could tell it to just look for the greater dragons in here and skip the rest of these, and it would just re-roll until it got it instead of me having to re-roll it. I have not messed with it yet, but it also burns up your Slayer coin as it keeps repurchasing. I don't know. We'll see how that works. But that is where we are with Adventure right now. So I'm pretty pleased with everything, and that will do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.